56-yarder. It's got, no, does not have the leg. And Chris Davis takes it in the back of the end zone. He'll run it out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow.
Welcome to the Press Box Podcast. My name is Joe. With me, I have Adam.
Go fuck yourself, Joe.
Okay, thank you, Adam. And we have Ethan.
You're welcome.
Hello. It's
Alright.
me.
Shut up, phony sexual.
Oh my god.
Already
Okay,
starting with the jokes, Adam.
So remember how we're how I said we might have to try and clean up our act a little bit because we have other people listening.
Oh no.
Adam, what happened? What happened?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, well...
What happened?
Before we get into the topics of discussion,
I don't know if I know what you guys are talking about.
well, I'm going to talk about our Teespring store that was launched at, like, midnight.
Oh, by the way,
Yes,
shout out to Teespring.
Shout out to Teespring.
Yeah.
Shout out to Extra Life as well, because all the proceeds will go to Extra Life.
Buy our
From now
shirts.
until December 26th. Buy a shirt, buy a sweatshirt. Right now we've just got the Bruce Bright logo one, so...
You can
But we will
wear
get
our
more of it.
Sweatshirt. What?
Oh, sorry, I was watching the ALCS, and
ALDS?
yeah, and Aaron Judge just made a really good catch.
No, that was for the first out of the inning.
I thought that you were
No, it
about...
was a really good catch.
At first, I thought that you were badly transitioning to the ALCS topic. Oh, well, I'm watching the ALCS. Speaking of the ALCS...
No, I wasn't doing that. I was watching, I just turned to watch it and I just saw.
It's
Aaron
Yankees
Judge.
and Astros. The series is tied 3-3 at the time that we're recording this. It's either going to be Yankees versus...
Dodgers.
Or
I couldn't remember the other team there.
I couldn't. And then it's either gonna be the Astros versus the Dodgers. I swear to God, if the Yankees beat the Astros, tables will be flipped.
Oh, we're just all ranting. We're all just ranting. Fuck every other topic next week.
We're
Just going to toss the Yankees out.
If
Yeah.
the
Because they can
Astros
take
lose, it's gonna
Brian
be us.
fucking Cactus shoved up their fucking ass and fuck themselves.
There's one thing about the
Remember when we talked about cleaning up our act?
Well, here's the thing. I would try to clean up my ass. But the Yankees can go fuck themselves.
We're not doing
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. They can go jump down a deep hole and never come back out, which would be a better way of saying it instead of go effing themselves.
It's pretty ironic how Joe, he originally was one of the most vulgar people on the podcast, and now he's like Michael Jones if Michael Jones went to therapy.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. People from my church now know the name of the YouTube
Yeah, you
page.
have a
so,
church group that watches the podcast, and
I
I
don't
have
know
a
if they-
high school.
I don't know if they watch it. Okay, all I know is they know the name of it. So.
And
I mean, if they don't watch it, you can still swear. Okay.
I don't want to take
And,
the
like-
chance, though. I don't want to take the chance and
Well, to be
show up
honest-
one Friday night and be like, so, Joe, listened to your podcast last week. What was up with that? I don't want to have to try and explain myself, so I'd rather not.
okay, so here's the thing. All right, I was bribed into starting this podcast. I could not do it by myself. Blame this kid
Why?
Ethan. I swear to God, he made the whole thing possible.
You weren't bribed.
Blame.
Hashtag
And I have a
blame
high
me,
school that
friend.
watches this show. I have a much bigger group that watches this. I have a high school that's watching this.
When they find out
So-
that porn,
I swear to God, my teachers watch this podcast.
Also, my managers at work watch this podcast. My manager at work watches this podcast. So.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Hey Joe's work. Would you mind getting? Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
at Market
shit.
Basket, you want to sponsor this podcast?
Sponsored by Market Basket. Imagine if Market Basket it did sponsor us.
They're like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Let's sponsor the podcast. Then it's an hour and a half of us.
All right, hold on. We're getting off topic. So
what else is new?
just put this at the bottom. This is not a paid podcast. None of this is paid for advertisement. No one's paying us to advertise their stuff like Teespring, or shout out. Here's the other shout out for tonight. Shout out to the Lewis gun for I actually put this
Amazing drawing.
on Fiverr for just to see if I could get people to actually see if anyone would be interested in drawing us, and he was one of the first people to respond. I looked at his resume, so to speak, put resume in air quotes because it was like more or less. He put a link to his DeviantArt. I checked it out, and I was like, "Ooh, this is really good." And then I shared it with the group, and they're like, "Ooh, this is really good." So we paid the man, and if you could just put a little artwork on right now, it's really decent. It looks really nice.
Sorry about that.
I like it.
And
I like it a lot.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen right now. And the thing about it is that it's still like it's not colorized yet, so it looks very like not sloppy, but it looks unfinished because it is. But that
Yeah,
was
it's
done in
unfinished,
like 2
but-
days. You said, Joe? He
Yeah,
started on Thursday.
Yeah, I messaged him and I paid him on Thursday,
Yeah.
and
That's unfinished.
Yeah, it's
Imagine what
unfinished.
finished work is going to look like.
I'm sure
Well,
that
here's-
it's gonna look.
it's
really
gonna look really good. But here's the thing, because the style I chose was
good.
Attack on Titan. That show uses a lot of dark colors, so
Yeah. Well, to
So,
be fair,
it'll be
you've got
interesting
dark
to see.
humor and dark language.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that comes out.
Yeah. So check out his
sure it'll
DeviantArt.
be
Check
well.
out his Tumblr. And check out like everything else he has because he's awesome.
And if
He-
you really
Yeah.
like his stuff, you can just pay him to do drawings for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Sure, he'll-
we recommend
appreciate
doing that.
like we said earlier, teespring.com/freezerbright if you want to get a t-shirt. All
Correct.
the proceeds go to the Extra Life charity. And
Yep.
yeah, hopefully we're gonna have more news on that hopefully in the future.
Well, we're going to have more merch in the store.
I'm guessing
Alright.
that by one last thing about Teespring, on December 20th. Hey, you said after the 26th, all the proceeds will go back to.
Extra Life from today until December 26th.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
then-
quick question
Yo.
about that.
Yeah.
For the extra life thing. All right. So do you have like control of the money, Adam? That we get from that?
In a sense, I do.
Okay. Well, here's what I want you to do. Okay. Whatever money we have saved up for that, okay, at that point on the Bruce Teeth Extra Life stream, if we have enough, I want you to donate a lot of it on the stream, just so they can be like,
Oh, it's all going to
These are right.
Extra Life.
no, I just want it on stream so that they can see and go like, Freezer Bright, never heard of them, but thanks a lot anyway. That's really nice. It's really cool.
For the donation message is gonna be check out our channel and podcasts.
No, we don't. We're not
No,
gonna
we're
be
not
like
gonna do
that
that.
blatantly. We're gonna be like
There's-
from one podcast group to another.
It's gonna
Thank
be
you for
like,
doing this.
Hey, look, it's
We
Freezer Bright.
just wanted to help you out.
Yeah,
And everything. So
All
here
the money.
for the kids.
it's all for the kids.
So, allow me to explain the Teespring situation. Okay. If somebody purchases a shirt
I did.
for $15,
I did already.
then the proceeds we normally get will go directly to Extra Life. Okay.
Yeah.
But but the stuff won't ship for until after the campaign, so to say, ends. But the campaign is going to be continuous, so
Oh yeah,
like
because you need like 3 people in order to print the shirts in the first place,
yeah,
and then they get them delivered and ordered.
yeah.
Yep.
So that's something that. So please do get a shirt because
Yeah.
it's for the kids.
And like we said, like we're not being paid.
We're not
to
being
say
paid
like
for
any of
this.
this about
Life,
like
any of these, any things we talk about, okay?
like
We're not
Lewis
being
Gunn or
paid
Extra
by them.
Life or Teespring.
We're not being paid by any of these guys. These are just like services that we've used and we've liked, so we're just putting them out there.
Yeah. And
So
it
let you guys
will
know
all
about
be
them.
in the description below.
We are in no
as
way getting money for this.
we are.
If we were, I would be in my parents' house right now.
Well, to be honest, they have acknowledged us on Twitter. Actually, I've replied to a couple of our tweets, and Teespring is huge with the responding to Adam and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but moving
So
on from
if
that.
you want great shirts, use Teespring because they are pretty good.
All right, so we're just gonna go away from
Moving on to sports.
the thank yous and the shout outs and everything. And the first up, excuse me. First up, we're going to talk about is the NLCS results, and I know Adam's not too happy about that.
Oh, Adam.
Well,
he is
allow
not
me
happy.
to explain something.
I was gonna
Three
mute my.
NLCS appearances in 3 years. 1 World Series in between them. If I was upset about that, I'd be a dumbass. So, congrats, Dodgers. You won. Okay.
Yeah, they won in pretty good.
Like-
they won in pretty good fashion. It was what?
Yeah.
five
11
games.
to 1. It was
5 games.
they won the
right?
series 4-1. They won Game 5 11 to 1. I mean,
Can't even be mad. They just outplayed the Cubs.
that's
They
what they did.
They knew how to pitch to Rizzo
To
and Bryant and everybody.
Well, to be fair, they could have threw balls down the middle, and I don't think they would have had it. But again, they won the World Series last year. They've gone deep for the past 3 seasons. So, sorry guys, didn't expect dogs to be barking.
It's all right.
But-
I'm surprised mine haven't started up yet.
I mean, you take all that into account, okay? They're going to be extremely exhausted, okay? And on top of that, they went 5 games with the Nationals. So, I mean, I'm not upset they lost. The only thing that I was pretty upset about was the call in Game 4, but it ended up being a non-factor. But it was just one of those things where no matter what happened, that call overshadowed Game 4.
Adam,
Because
quick
what's
thing.
that?
Did Ethan get dropped from the call?
I don't know. Let me check.
Because my computer screen just shows one. And right at the moment, it's just showing one person at a time. I have no idea if Ethan got dropped and he's not talking. So I don't know.
He probably did.
I'm going to
Wait.
kill him.
Well, are we sure he didn't just leave to jack off to furry porn?
If he is still recording this, he's not going to be
If
happy.
he's... To be fair, I don't think he was happy with me yesterday.
I don't think he was happy with us last week either.
What
Ethan,
happened?
you still
Or on
here?
Thursday.
Okay, you're still here.
Yeah, of course I'm still
I didn't
here.
know. I didn't know if you got dropped or
Did you get
anything
kicked?
because my freeze bright thing, that my Skype, my Skype screen is only showing one person at one logo in the middle on it, so I didn't see you and you weren't talking. So I was like, did Ethan get dropped or? So
No, my mic
yeah.
was
you turn your
I
mic off.
muted my my mic.
Okay.
So we couldn't hear you jerking what?
What were
We
you
couldn't hear you.
talk? Shut
Oh.
up, Adam! I swear to God.
I told him to stop. I really did. He did not listen to me. He didn't care.
You do know that. I know you're not
Like-
lying, because if I go back, like, into the recording, and you're not
Like,
telling him to
A
stop,
minute ago.
I swear to God, you're a dead man. You get that? What were we
Okay.
talking
I'm
about
telling
before you were?
We were talking about the NLCS. He was going on about the NLCS,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought you got
Yeah,
dropped. So
Joe
Oh, yeah.
thought you got, so
And the dogs.
I had to make that comment to try and.
Yeah, the
To
dogs
be
beat
fair,
the Cubs.
comment to try and get you to reply. But yeah, the Cubs won 5 games for the Nationals, and won a crazy one in Game 5.
Yep.
So it's kind of
poetic justice.
not really. It's one of those things where, like, it's obvious they were exhausted after that game because their bullpen wasn't good at all season, except for Wade Davis. But I mean, you look at it, and it's a case of look at the World Series team from last year. They don't have Fowler. They don't have Trevor Cahill. They don't have Travis Wood. They don't have a lot of the big pieces that held their bullpen together last year. So, them making it to the NLCS was a decent surprise.
Yeah.
Because
I still
didn't
won the
expect
Central, so it's not like
I mean, it's just funny because everybody wrote them off after the first half. So, it's a case of they were 5.5 out at the All-Star break, and they came back to win the Central. Okay? I mean,
sorry.
what's there to be upset about?
No, I guess nothing. But so what do you think the World Series is going to be? Because the ALCS is on right now.
It's gonna be
What is
Astros
that?
versus Dodgers. If it's not, I'm gonna punch something.
I hate to say it, but I mean,
Don't you dare say it,
Hold up.
Adam.
I want to see what the call of this replay is.
I think it's out.
Okay, still out.
Yeah.
But mhm.
If you say Yankees versus Dodgers, I'm going to kill you, Adam. Don't you dare say it.
I'm not gonna say I want the Yankees to win, but there is history between the two teams if it is those two, because they're both in New York, and I want to say they both may have faced each other at the same time during World Series, like early World Series.
Well, the problem with the Yankees being in that is that it gives the Yankees a possibility of winning the World Series in the first place.
Did you see how deadly the Dodgers bullpen was?
Yeah, I don't think the Yankees.
Really? They could throw their
I
bullpen out
know they
there all
won't, but
the entire series.
I know the
Like,
Dodgers
the
are
Yankees
killing
won't.
everybody. I get that, but I don't like taking the risk. I much rather have the Astros be in there and be like, okay, I don't care who wins. I'm just happy it wasn't the Yankees who got in.
There is one problem with having Houston in, and that's for the people on the East Coast. The times of the games are going to be
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 12 a.m.
It's going to be like 10:30
PM on the
to
West
start.
Coast,
Like
And, like-
10:30, like yeah.
but
So
I
it's just
mean,
going to be weird times.
the last time the Astros were in a Game 7, they lost. Ironically, it was in 04. I believe the Yankees
Oh.
were involved in an 04 ALCS. Weren't they, Joe?
I think
No.
they were. Oh no, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
Oh okay.
It was a Red Sox 2004. They beat the
What
Right.
happened in that series?
Red Sox beat the Yankees 4-3 after coming back 3-0.
Oh yeah, I
right.
forgot about that.
And
So-
the whole thing for the Red Sox during that entire thing was, why not us? Huh?
Yeah.
Why not us? Why can't we go out and win there? That was during Kurt Schilling's
fact,
bloody sock and all that other
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
The stolen
Johnny
base.
Johnny Damon's hitting a home run out in Yankee Stadium, old Yankee Stadium. The new Yankee Stadium is basically the same thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I cannot tell the difference between the two stadiums. for the life.
Well, the difference is Monument Park, I believe it's called. But
Oh,
even that's iffy.
Yeah,
I mean-
but how are the?
But
What's the other score right now? The Yankees
it's all tied up
Astros.
at 0.
It's
Oh,
still
okay.
0-0. It's all tied up at 0. Morton's throwing a pretty good game, so
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
But-
just really hope the Yankees don't win. I don't
Here's
want the
my
Yankees to
thing.
win.
Either do I. But my whole thing is, if the Yankees win, they're going to face arrested Clayton Kershaw. They're facing Rich Hill.
That's true. Yeah.
They're going to face
Darvish.
Alex Wood. Darvish.
Darvish.
The fucking bullpen.
I think that the only person that the Dodgers have to look out for on the Yankees would be Judge.
No, he actually has been hitting.
No, he hasn't. He has not.
Oh, really? He hasn't?
But Gary Sanchez has been.
He's had a
but
couple.
Judge
He's had a couple of good games back in earlier, back in Yankee Stadium where
Yeah.
he can actually hit. But outside of Yankee Stadium, he's not that great.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
so.
I mean, he
That's
still
just-
hit like 50 home runs as a rookie. That's still a good.
yeah.
That's still a big thing. But
Yeah. I think he set the rookie record for
Yeah,
home
he did.
runs.
he did. He
So-
broke Mark McGuire's record.
So, I mean, congratulations to him for doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't see a World Series in your future anytime soon though, because your team's not that great.
To be
Your
honest,
pitching
though,
is not-
if the Yankees win, okay, because they can win on the road.
yeah, I know
They
they
showed
can
that
win
in Game
on the road.
5 of the ALDS, I believe.
Yeah.
Or whenever they won that.
now that I think about it, wouldn't the Yankees being of the Dodgers be a huge upset for the Yankees
Yeah.
because of how amazing the Dodgers have been? If the Yankees
How
beat
amazing
the
the
Dodgers,
Hold on, listen. How amazing the Dodgers have been. Dodgers also had, I want to say, the best record in Major
They
League
did.
Baseball this year.
yeah, they did.
Okay.
I think it was like
Yankees were-
112 games they won.
Yankees had to
Yeah.
go into a sudden
You
death wild card game, and then
And that
make it all the way to the
Game
World Series.
5. Game 7. So
They would
you
be
had
an
to
extremely
figure it's
lucky
starting
team.
to- Yeah.
If the Yankees win the World Series, I'll be mad, but I'll be like, hey, that's cool.
You have to give them credit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course I'll give them credit.
I'll
because
give them credit. I'll just be like, stupid Yankees. They suck. I hate them.
If you beat
Should have been the Red Sox.
if you beat the Dodgers, I like you either way because the Dodgers.
Oh, boo you! Screw
When was
you.
it the last? When was it the last time the Dodgers lost a game this season?
Game 4 of the NLCS.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ethan, just sitting there like, when was the last time they lost? A couple of, like, maybe 3 games ago?
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
like,
Okay, never mind.
yeah.
Oh, well, there goes
So-
my-
Here's the thing, Yankees win, I'll tip my cap to you, but I'll still flip you off as well.
yeah, of course.
You'll
I'll
just
do
tip your cap with your middle finger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
That's-
But I mean,
I'll give them
I
credit
know.
though. I will
But
give
that's-
credit
that's-
where credit is due if they beat the Dodgers.
But-
We'll have to talk about
but
that
the World
more
Series
next week.
doesn't start till
because-
Tuesday, so
next
we can
week is going
talk
to be
about all we want now.
next week is going to be a very interesting episode because this is coming out after the
ALCS.
LCS. So it'll be interesting what happens with that.
It'll just
My
be,
prediction, I think it's going to be Houston versus Dodgers. That's my guess.
that's my prediction too. I'm gonna stick with it. I jumped on the Houston bandwagon after they beat the Red Sox. So
After they beat the
So
Red
I
Sox, I
didn't-
was like, Houston.
I
can beat
didn't
anybody.
I didn't like Cleveland. I absolutely hate the Yankees.
Wait, you didn't like
and-
Cleveland? I like Cleveland. They did really
I
well
hate
this year.
I hate Cleveland.
It's
I
all
can't
because they
stand
have
the city.
Terry on their team.
I put Cleveland on the list of the press box for a reason.
Oh my God, you did? I didn't know that
Yes.
actually.
Because I cannot stand that city whatsoever. Thanks in part to LeBron James. Thanks in mostly part to LeBron James. I can't stand him.
Understandable.
I cannot stand LeBron James.
But
LeBron.
I think the Yankees pull off the upset here. I think they go to the World Series,
Oh, shut up.
then probably get swept.
No.
now,
they
if it
get
comes,
swept.
if it goes to the Yankees, not Yankees, Dodgers, Astros and Dodgers, I still think the Dodgers are gonna win. I think they have the better pitching staff out of
Yeah.
the two teams.
I mean,
Better pitching staff and
you're not
better
wrong.
everything.
Better hitting.
Like,
Well, let's be realistic. If Turner and Taylor do half of what they did in the NLCS,
Yeah.
I feel bad for the other team.
I'm just
Because
gonna.
that was
I'm-
just messed up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out. I'm just gonna ask this question really right now.
Yep.
Ethan, do you really think that since Houston beat the Red Sox, they could beat anybody? Did you really think that?
No, I was just exaggerating. But
Okay, I was about to say because
no.
Red Sox were one of the last teams in home runs.
yeah, the
and
Red Sox
I think
weren't
runs
that good
altogether.
this
They
year.
weren't that great.
I was hoping for them this year, but I mean, like after
Since
once in the last couple.
Ortiz retired, their power
Oh
numbers
my
went
God, yeah.
right down the
I
toilet.
swear. I was positive after Ortiz retired, I was like, it's gonna be like Hanley or Jackie Bradley or Pedroia or something. Pedroia got injured. I was like, okay, and
Yep.
then nobody else was doing anything. So like,
Speaking of Red Sox, just gonna move on from the whole championship series
Oh, yeah,
thing
managers.
because we could talk about it the entire time. So that's just we'll talk about that more in depth next week because that's really what's gonna be the big thing next week.
yeah, it's probably gonna be the only topic next week.
Red Sox fire their manager John Farrell after losing for the second year in a row in the ALDS, and right now they're looking for a new manager. And the name that's being linked really close right now to the Red Sox is Alex Cora, who's one of the current bench coaches for the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I say he's being linked to it is because I want to say it was Thursday or Friday, somebody tweeted out that Alex Cora is going to be the next Red Sox manager.
Oh yeah, and they had
On
to
Twitter.
delete it.
It
And the
just
guy
can't
had
be
to-
confirmed yet.
Yeah, the guy had to delete it, and it's just been they've been in really serious talks, and no Red Sox aren't expected to announce who their next manager is until after the ALCS. So that leads me to believe that it is Alex Cora. They just don't want everyone already
Well,
People knowing
freaking
it.
out and having
if
him
they
worry
announced
about
it
it.
after the ALCS, then the Yankees have to win.
Also,
So-
it's just another rumor I've been hearing. Okay, because of what happened with the earlier in the ALCS when they were down to nothing and they came home and
Won 3 straight.
what's his name? Joe Girardi.
Oh yeah.
He got booed out of the stadium.
Oh, God.
What I heard is there may be if they lose this, there may be a changing of the guard in New York as well. And Girardi
Oh.
may be on his way out.
I like Girardi as a manager, but I think it's time for somebody to take over the Yankees.
Here's
Here's my thing about Girardi and Jesse Baker and people like that. They're so old school that there are times when they screw up. Okay?
Okay. You kind of just stop there.
What happened to Ethan? Yeah.
Oh. Just waiting on you. We were kind of sitting here with bated breath, like,
Yeah.
what's he gonna
I
say next?
told-
And he's just, I didn't hear it.
Well,
All I
I
heard
think
was he was
somebody
old
was
school.
about to say something, but
I was gonna say
then
something.
they stopped.
Okay, well,
Oh,
go
what
ahead
were
and say
you
what you're
gonna
gonna say.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask because there are rumors that it's gonna be Jason Varitek. What would be your stance on
There was
that?
rumors
if-
that Jason
if that
Varitek was
the-
up for the position. Like,
Yeah.
they were talking about it, but when they asked what's his name, Dombrowski, if someone from the organization is going to be the new manager, he said more than likely not.
Well,
He told every coach in there that they're free to go find if they want
Other jobs.
other jobs, other managerial positions, or other jobs with other teams. So that leads me to believe that he's going to be cleaning house this winter. The Red Sox are going to be just switching up all the coaches and everything. So,
Well, speaking of switching up coaches, the Cubs fired their pitching coach, Chris Bosio, earlier today. And next up could very well be their hitting coach.
I think that's
So-
I think that's the same with the Red Sox. Except the pitching coach. I think it's going to be the hitting coach, Chili Davis. I think he's going to be the next one to go because
Yeah.
the Red Sox hitting this year. Man, was
yeah, we're
that
not gonna.
immaculate?
Let's please not talk about the Red Sox hitting this year. It just depresses me just talking about it.
Well, here's one thing that could be a pickup for you for the Red Sox. There have been rumors that the Red Sox have been in talks with that they're assumed to be in talks in the winter with Miami in a trade for Stanton.
Ooh.
Well,
And that's
Fair.
that's largely on part due to the fact that the new ownership group
the
that's
Derek
in
Jeter group.
is Miami. It's going to be they're going to be looking to cut payroll, and who has the biggest contract on the Marlins? Stanton. Stanton has the biggest contract. He's expected to be paid $25 million in the next 3
Ooh,
years,
God.
and then it was a very front-ended contract that he was given, and it's actually I think it's backloaded. I think at the beginning it was kind of low, and then it just gets more and more as it
Yeah.
goes.
It's kind of like the Jason Hayward contract, where it's all backloaded, where after like the 4th year, I believe, that's when it starts ramping up.
I think it's already started ramping up. That's why they're probably looking to trade him. And
Well,
the article I was reading says that the Red Sox make the most sense to get Stanton because they can trade someone like they can trade like Mookie Betts, Eduardo Rodriguez, or
or prospects.
Bradley Jr. and a couple of prospects for him. And Miami completely knows that's not what he's worth. But that's probably the best going to get from anybody because nobody else is going to be wanting to pay his contract. Yankees have no one really. They're not going to trade Judge, so it's not going to happen. Red Sox probably aren't going to be trading Benintendi anytime soon.
No.
I think Vasquez is going to stay in on the team. Really, the only trade I think they could trade Bogarts and get away with it. Probably get a better shortstop because he took a huge back step this year, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
'cause
I have no idea what
It's
happened to
yeah.
Bogarts.
Well-
I think he's just got complacent with where he's at. He's like, I'm with the Red
Yeah.
Sox. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have to try as hard. I think that's what's going on with Bogarts. So
I think I see the problem with the Yankees. Other pitcher is a Sabathia. That's who they're starting with for the game tonight. Yeah, they're gonna lose.
Yeah. Well,
They got
You say that, but-
pitching.
I
he's like
I
10-0
moved on from the
after a loss.
ALCS for this reason
No, I know.
because I knew we just keep talking about it. So
It's
that's
hard
why
not
I'm trying to
talk
move
about,
on
though.
from it.
It's
But-
the biggest thing.
to get back to the stats topic, you say that the Red Sox are supposed to be in talks over the winter,
Yeah, they're going to be in talks.
But,
they're expected.
they're
They're not
rumors.
going to be. They're expected to be.
Okay, they're expected to be
Yeah.
in talks.
Yeah, they're expected to be in talks with Miami.
There are rumors linking the Cubs to San as well. So
I mean,
I
it'll
think
be interesting to see where he goes. So
if I'm
if he does
being
get moved,
realistic
it'll be
here.
interesting to see where he goes.
being realistic here, if I'm the Marlins, I think maybe sending him to like the White Sox.
Oh
might
no,
be a better
No.
fit.
no. Here's the thing: Stan clearly stated that he does not want to be part of any rebuild team. Any team that's currently in a rebuild or going to go into a rebuild, he doesn't want to be a part of it. He absolutely wants no part in a rebuild. He wants to go to a team that will win.
Well, then he's going to miss out on one exciting team in the next 3, maybe, well, yeah, I'll give it 3 years. Because they're going to have some damn good talent coming up.
I don't know about that. I seriously... You're talking about the White Sox, right?
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that anything coming from the south side of Chicago is going to win anything.
Oh, trust me. I know they have Dylan Cease, who I believe was projected to be like a front of the rotation starter.
I have no idea who it is. I know they got Michael Kopech in a trade with the Red Sox, who is a front-end starter, and they got Yohan Moncada, who was a pretty good defensive shortstop, and he's supposed to be good at power. But I really don't think he'd want to go to Chicago.
They are loaded with prospects, though.
That field is not a hitter's field. I don't think that'd be conducive.
It's a guaranteed rate deal, so...
I just don't think that's not a good fit for him. I don't think that place is a good fit for him. I don't think White Sox are a good fit.
I don't think that. Like,
I'm going to go
I can see an outfield with him and Eloy Jimenez being the corner outfielders, and that scares me.
Of course, it scares you. You live in Chicago.
You haven't heard about Eloy Jimenez, have you?
No.
Let me put it to you simply. Everything I've heard since he was minor leaguer with the Cubs, take Jason Hayward's glove with the possibility of Stanton's bat.
Here's the thing. The possibility. He's still in minors.
At worst. Okay. His bat could be as bad as, I don't know, I won't say Chris Bryant, but maybe Carlos Gonzalez?
He's got a pretty good bat.
Yeah. So, you can definitely see the fear.
You want to know an interesting thing that my dad has been talking to me about? Yeah, he's really big into baseball, and he's coming up with theories and everything. One of his theories is that Red Sox could trade for Nolan Arenado if they really wanted to, move Devers over to first base, so that way you have a power hitting lefty heading at first base, and he can play, that spot. And Arenado can play at third.
Are you really going to give up every prospect?
I don't think it would take every top prospect. I think it might take.
Oh, it would.
It would take a couple of them. I'm not saying it's going to take every one of them. It's going to take a good amount of them.
I'll put it like this. Okay. If you get Arenado for less than all of your top prospects, you robbed Colorado.
Question. What did Toronto give up for Donaldson?
I think a handshake. I think... Well, to be fair, the Orioles got the same thing with Arrieta and Stroke to the Cubs. We all saw how that turned out. So... And I believe Oakland that was the same year.
I think it's safe to assume that Oakland is probably the joke of Major League Baseball. Oakland and Philadelphia.
No.
Yeah.
Again, Baltimore gave...
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Baltimore gave the Cubs Arrieta and Stroke for Steve Clevenger and Scott Feldman. Clevenger's, I think, on his 5th team. I think Feldman's down the minor leagues. Arrieta became a Cy Young winner, and Strope is actually probably one of the best relievers. When he's off. When he's off, he's still not bad.
Yeah.
So...
I still think that Oakland's probably the joke of the Major League Baseball. Not because of the moves they make. Just because of just them in general. Their stadium's horrid. Old Dock Stadium is just disgusting.
Which one of Oakland's you're talking about?
Oakland's stadium is horrible.
Joe,
It's a
I think they have
football
like
stadium.
60 fans in one game.
Why do they have a
Literally,
football stadium?
68 fans in one game.
And here's how bad Oakland is, okay? Here's how bad. Next year, they're having a fan day, which means everyone gets in for free.
Oh,
The only thing
get 70 people in then.
The only thing you have to pay for is food. Now, I'm sure parking or whatever souvenirs you're going to get.
Yeah,
But you
there'll
can get into
probably
the
be like
park
some
for
people
free.
in there. But I know they're planning on moving to Oakland, or not Oakland. They're planning on moving to Las Vegas, I believe.
No, Raiders are.
I thought the Athletics were looking into moving there as well.
No. Major League Baseball doesn't want them moving for some reason.
Well, gee. I mean, it couldn't be any worse than where they're at right now.
I mean,
it could be.
here's the thing: if Oakland doesn't want them to leave either. Oakland was fine with the Raiders leaving because, well, whatever about the Raiders. But the reason why they probably don't want the Athletics leaving is because then they'd have a stadium with nothing in it.
Ooh.
There'd be no reason to have that
So, what's
stadium
the
anymore.
difference from now? I mean,
Yeah,
it's serious.
Adam has a good point. I have no idea what would be exactly different.
Here's the thing: if Oakland is really serious about keeping the Athletics where they're at, they'd have to tear down the stadium and build them an entirely new one, built only for baseball. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not a dual sport one just for baseball. That is what they would have to do.
And then the Athletics would actually have to get fans, but I don't think that's
That's not
going to
gonna
happen
happen.
anytime soon.
That's not.
Here's the thing: I think the reason why Oakland doesn't have any fans is because the way the park looks.
No, it's just that they suck.
They have this huge steps out in left and right field that no one can sit on, and it just looks like a huge empty spot.
What's the point of that?
I don't know.
Have you not seen their outfield bleachers? Like, literally, even during the summer months, when even the second worst baseball city, in Miami, they still have plenty of fans.
Yeah.
In Oakland, you have the outfield bleachers. All their fans are dressed as seats. Okay. Like, it's as bad as the Los Angeles Chargers fans. Okay. They don't show up at all. Okay.
That's
So-
what happens when you don't have a full stadium. They're not playing in an actual
Or a good
stadium.
team.
Or a good team, yeah.
And it's even funny because, I mean, I don't want to brag about the Cubs or anything, but they got Addison Russell for, I think, a handshake from the Athletics as well. And I bet they're kicking themselves for that.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
I thought
It's
Addison
just-
Russell came from the Yankees.
no. Cubs actually sent some of their prospects to get Chapman last year, and I mean, Chapman is not good still.
No, he's not good. He's
But-
good in some situations, but right now he's not that great.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a case of you look at how bad the Athletics are at, okay? And you think about how bad they are right now. They have no fans. And they won't have any fans for the next decade, at the very least, till they actually develop their talent. And I don't think they will.
Okay, so Addison Russell has
Yeah.
just played with the Cubs since
In
2015.
the major leagues.
Major leagues, yeah.
Yeah,
I
in
don't,
the major
I'm trying to
leagues,
find
yeah.
his minor league. Trying to find his minor league stuff right now, his stats. You can keep talking about what's going on.
Go to baseballreference.com.
I'm on, yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. They should have it listed there.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I mean,
Just talk about what you were talking about.
okay. I can talk about why the A's suck.
Okay,
and
yeah,
all-
he was drafted by the Oakland Athletics in the first round. Okay, with 11th pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
First
he was
round
traded
draft pick
traded by the Oakland Athletics with Billy McKinney and Dan Straley in cash to the Chicago Cubs for Jason Hamill and Jeff Samardzija.
Yeah. Yeah. You see how well that worked out.
Worked out for the Cubs.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I think they traded Billy McKinney as well. And Dan Straley. They were both supposed to be pretty good prospects. So again, the A's got a handshake deal essentially.
Well, they got Jeff Samardzija.
Yeah,
He
like
did pretty-
I said.
He did pretty well for them for a little while until they traded him to. I'm trying to think. Where did he go?
San Francisco? Oh no, he went to the White Sox.
Yeah, he went to the White Sox and then,
Yeah.
as a free agent, went to San Francisco.
Yeah. But I mean, Samardzija isn't. People want to say he's a good pitcher, which he is.
He's
But-
decent.
Everybody says he's like an ace or this or that, but he's not. He's like a third, maybe fourth starter.
Uh-oh.
What?
Home run by Evan Gaddis.
Hallelujah!
Evan Gaddis just hit a home run to give the Houston Astros a lead in the bottom of the fourth inning.
You're a little bit ahead of me.
I looked away. I was eating pizza because my sister came in and brought me pizza, and I looked away and I just saw the screen. I saw the ball fly and I was like, "Oh, I really hope that wasn't the Yankees who hit it." That's when I went, "Uh-oh." Then I saw the fielder. It was a Yankee player, so I was like, "Oh wait, never mind. Not much of an uh-oh."
But yeah, you're a little bit.
He reached out and smacked that one too.
Oh yeah. But let's get back to other topics.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gordon Hayward's injured.
I was going to bring that up, but I'm just going to put this little thing in there right now. Ron Garden hires a new Tigers manager. He was hired Friday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. So yeah, that's it for baseball right now.
Yeah. We won't
Next
have
week, I'll
much.
probably find more.
Oh wait.
Oh boy,
There
wait.
is another thing I do want to say.
Oh boy.
Reports are there is heavy favoritism towards expanding the league to 32 teams and kind of adopting what the NFL has. Like 4-team divisions.
Yeah.
Where they keep the main rivals together. So like Cubs, Cardinals,
So
Giants, Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, Marlins, and Winning.
So in the
Athletics
East.
and good prospects on their
In the
team.
East. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the Eastern Conference, Northeast, whatever you want to call it, for if they were going to do like a 4-division
It's
thing,
going to be East no matter what.
it's going to be I think the 4 teams are going to be Yankees, Red Sox, Baltimore, and Toronto. I think Tampa Bay is going to get relegated to a different division.
Here's the thing. Okay, they may not keep Baltimore in there. They may have them in the other Eastern Division.
No.
So I've actually been hearing.
Although all 4 of those cities are relatively close to each other, so it makes the most sense to keep those ones together. If you put Tampa Bay, I'm going to be pissed off. First of all, Tampa Bay shouldn't even be a team right now.
Wouldn't it make sense to have the Nationals in that Eastern Division as well? I mean, that's pretty close.
I mean, if you're keeping National League and American League,
I don't think they are. That's the thing.
That's bullshit. Then,
like, all I know is they're leaning towards it, but I don't know.
I really hope.
What.
Here's the thing. I really hope they do keep it National League and American League. Okay. And just have like AL West, AL Central, AL Southeast, and AL Northeast.
Oh no, it's going to if they keep it like that, it'll be AL West, North, South, and East. Again, like football. But,
So, yeah, it'd be the East.
yeah.
Where
But
does
here's
Toronto
the other
fall in
thing.
there? Because Toronto's not that
That's
far
the
from
whole
Boston.
thing. Because one of the cities being considered is Montreal. So you have to take that into account, because if it's Baltimore, Washington, Yankees, Red Sox, you're going to have Toronto, Montreal, Mets, maybe Braves, maybe Phillies.
All right,
I
here's the thing.
don't know.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. I don't think Tampa Bay should be a team right now. I think it should be a different team. I think they should move the entire franchise elsewhere.
You're not wrong.
Because one, their fans suck. They barely show up to games. Two, their stadium
Like-
sucks, and it's like a huge bubble dome.
Like,
And three,
it's-
their uniforms just are horrid.
Which team are we talking about now?
Are you okay, Ethan?
I wasn't up here. I walked away for a little bit.
Okay.
I have no idea what team we're talking about.
Think about Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about expansion in baseball and how they want to do it like the NFL, but
Oh yeah, okay, whatever.
all
Fair
that's
enough.
going to be discussed during the winter meetings, so
Yeah,
we can hold
that'll-
on.
that's something for the future press box to discuss, not right now.
Yeah,
Not to bring
but
it
it's
back.
just something I want to point out.
Yeah, we know.
Right now.
I already brought it back, Ethan.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the Gordon Hayward injury,
Okay.
which is probably the
Yeah.
only basketball thing I'm gonna talk about tonight because really there's not much else going on.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to the inevitable Cavaliers-Warriors matchup.
Shut up. You
Oh,
never
so
know.
you don't like the truth.
I like the truth. I like Paul Pierce as a Celtic.
Well, it's maybe
Wow.
he retired,
Okay.
because maybe they would have had fans. Then again, with LeBron in the East, they wouldn't.
You know, Celtics showed some. They showed some promise in that game. They lost by 3 points, so
Yeah,
who knows? They could
wait
beat
till
them
the
in a
finals
7
roll around.
They could beat them in a
The
7-game
Celtics
series.
Wow.
I think the Celtics have
They
a good chance.
could,
of beating-
if the NBA allows it to go that far. Spoiler, they won't.
Are you saying that the NBA is fixed, Adam?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Here
well,
we go.
let me
Here
let
we
me
go.
say it like this. I'm not implying it. I'm saying you're a dumbass so you can't see that.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Like,
It's
I'm
really
not-
it's really early in the season. For all you know, the next game, LeBron James could go out with an injury, or just not want to play anymore.
Just not
That
want to
could
play.
happen. I'll admit that.
You
I'll
never
admit
know.
that.
You
But
just don't
then
know
you
what's
have
going to happen.
to
It's really
remember.
early in the season, so you have no idea what's going to happen, Adam. And you're going out saying that, oh, it's inevitable, it's going to happen. You don't know
Right.
that. If you could
I
read the future,
don't know.
here's the thing: if you have this super gut feeling, okay, that it's going to be Cavaliers versus Warriors,
Well, you're-
go to Vegas right now, put your life savings down on that matchup, and then if it
Why
gets
would
to
I
that,
do that when I'm
claim
going
the
to get
money.
like $1 back?
Oh my god.
Like, it's
It's
okay.
gonna be
Let me explain something. Hold up. Okay. The reason why I'm saying the NBA is fixed. Okay. Warriors came back from like 3-1 against the Thunder. And nobody said a word. Well, except for Aisha Curry, which we all know what she said.
I don't know who
But
that
then
is.
the Warriors came back from 3-1 down against the Cavaliers. Okay. Now, what you're saying could happen. I'll say that. But you have to stop and think about something. Who will face the Warriors? I mean,
don't
can't
know the
put the
Warriors.
ball-
I don't know.
hold
if
up,
the
hold
Warriors
up, hold
are
up,
gonna
hold up,
be
hold up, hold up,
that
hold up.
team.
will you please shut the fuck up so I can finish? I was
How
not
about you start
so
making sense, and then we'll actually continue this
well.
talk.
If you actually shut the
rational
fuck
human
up, I'll
beings.
make sense about it.
No, you won't. You never make sense, Adam.
Well, shut the fuck up and you'll understand it.
Guys,
Because-
why do you?
Hold on.
God.
Yeah, we are tolerating each other. Can't you tell?
If we weren't tolerating each other, I would have left this podcast months ago.
Fuck. Well,
Fuck you, Joe.
but anyway. The Celtics, I like them. But with Gordon Hayward going down, I don't think they're going to be a credible threat.
I don't think he's going to be out for the year, though. From what I'm reading, he may be back in time to finish season in February or something like that. That's what I'm hearing.
I've heard it was like a dislocated ankle, broken leg, and some sort of knee injury.
I didn't hear about the knee injury. I heard about the dislocated ankle and the broken tibia, but
I'm
I
not
did not hear about the knee injury.
I mean, you have to figure, if he comes back from that, is he going to be the same?
I could have said the same thing about Isaiah Thomas. He had a hip injury. He had to get surgery on it. Will he be the same?
Yeah, by the way, Derrick Rose is injured again.
That doesn't
Thanks for
surprise
reminding
me.
Oh my god.
But anyways, back to my point.
Hold on. I just want to know. I just want, if Ethan or anybody has the time and they want to bother doing this, I want them to go back to a couple of podcasts ago and see if I called it. If I called Derrick Rose getting injured early in the season and I'm having no starting
I think
point
I
guard.
called it.
I think we both called it. I think we both it's going to happen. He's going to get injured again.
Which episode
I think it was a
that?
case of, do you think Derrick Rose is going to get injured? I don't know, let me see if fire's hot. Oh yeah, it is. I think it was something like that. I literally think it was something like that.
I gotta look
Oh,
back.
man.
And I think I was the one who made the sarcastic reply.
I think you both called it.
Yeah, I think we both called it. I think we were both like, he's going to get injured and they're going to have no point guard.
Nostradamus this year.
And now he got injured.
When you need the future predicted, we'll predict it. Only if it's something that's as obvious as fire being hot.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the title of this episode. Nostradamus this year. But back to my whole point. Okay. Like, the Celtics, even if Hayward comes back, they're not going to be considered a threat to the Warriors.
They never are, okay? Here's the
The
thing.
Knicks, I mean, the Knicks are the Knicks.
Yeah.
And the Nets are like the NBA version of the Rays. But then you have to look at the other Eastern teams.
Pacers,
Toronto,
no.
maybe?
No.
I mean,
Raptors, maybe.
it's a maybe. But
Magic,
it's
no. I'm going through the
Bulls.
teams right now. Bulls,
If
no.
Bulls made it,
Hawks,
Bulls made
no.
it, I'd be surprised.
Hawks, no. Really,
Caval-
it's
yeah.
a 3-team battle. Because if you ask me about Philadelphia, no.
Philadelphia making the playoffs.
I
Good
don't.
joke.
I
10 out
don't.
of 10
care-
would tell
I
again.
don't care how many big name players they got. Their ownership just sucks.
They got what, a top 3 draft pick the past 5, 6,
Something like that, yeah.
like.
And then the Celtics traded away the #1 pick this year, and then they gave Cleveland the Nets pick this year.
Yeah,
And and you want to know something? I was watching
What?
ESPN last night, and the
Oh,
Nets
God.
the Nets were
What's up?
destroying a team. I'm not kidding you. The Nets were absolutely destroying the Magic, and I was like, what? And
Well,
Vucevic,
to be fair, it's the Magic.
here's the thing:
so-
Vucevic had 39 points.
Again, it's the Magic. That's like saying a high school team dominated a team from elementary school.
From what I
the
heard,
elementary school kids
the
were
Nets
saying-
actually have a pretty good record.
You said it's early, so
It is early.
but my whole thing
they're gonna,
is,
I'm
like-
not saying they're going to be a surprise. I'm just saying I think they're going to be better
Yeah.
than
people
than last
expect.
year.
Which
They're
that's
1
fair.
and 1. They're 1 and 1. They traded for D'Angelo Russell. He's actually been pretty good for them. First 2 games he's played for them. So
He's
there's
actually
that.
not a bad player. He's
Nope.
just a horrible. It's just case of he likes snitching, and
Yeah.
you know what they say: snitches get stitches.
Shut up, Evan.
I had to make that joke.
No, you didn't.
We both said the punchline at the same time. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hate both of you.
I think that's it. I think that's it for the NBA right now. I think that's it for the NBA right now. I just want to talk about real quick. How about this? The Louisville scandal. Rick
Oh boy.
Get fired. I don't understand what the whole thing was about. I think it was like about like shaving off points or something like that. I don't know.
I think it was a case of like the teachers, like the players had somebody taking tests for them, and then they had a lot of prostitutes in their room and shit like that.
Oh, so it was basically like incentives for the players in the form of better grades and having good people do your stuff for you. Okay.
Yeah. You know, like a good Christian state does.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
you want to play basketball? We'll give you better grades and some female company.
Well, I wish, I wish Rick Pitino the best of luck, but I don't think he's getting a job in college basketball anytime soon. Or
I don't think he's getting a job again.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think, I think this is the last time he was able to screw up because...
Yeah.
That's basically it. That's it for college basketball. Cause I'm not gonna go looking for news stories in that. I'm not gonna go looking for news stories in college football either.
We'll report stories that come up in those sports.
Hey, didn't you have
We're not looking.
Did you have a couple things up for hockey, Joe?
Last week I did.
Last week.
Joe, hold on.
Last week I did. And
can we do something real quick?
Okay.
Shout out to Brent, who's currently playing in his championship game.
Yeah, that was on my list.
Otherwise you're getting roasted by us.
Well,
that was on my list. I was gonna bring it up at the end, but
Oh, my bad.
But you know what? It's fine. It's
Have
fine.
you guys
helps move on to the topic. That helps
yeah.
move on to the topic of.
Have you guys talked about football yet?
I was just about to bring that up. That was bringing up the topic of football.
Okay, because Patriots versus Falcons rematch. I wish Tony was.
You
on
know
this
what?
podcast.
You know what? We're gonna talk about that. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. But I really want to get into the rest of the games.
Okay.
Okay, I want to get the predictions out of the way.
Raiders and Chiefs game real quick.
Yeah, that was a. I should. You know what? In both my fantasy leagues, I have Derek Carr as my quarterback. In one league, he scored 35. On one website, he scored 35. And the other one, he scored 29. I should have started him this week. I doubted him because I thought he was still going to be injured. I thought he's not going to throw it so much because he's still injured.
So
he's got
sorry
that back pressure. And I'm just
I am so sorry.
I'm sitting here thinking like he's gonna be injured. He's not gonna score that many points. I'm maybe 12 points or something like that. Nope. And I'm just like, I should have started him. Why didn't I? He played last week. Why would I think he's not gonna play this week?
I'm so sorry.
Oh man, I'm so mad at myself. But that was actually a good game. I didn't watch it because I was watching other things.
I caught the last portion, so to say. And when I say last portion, I mean I came in. I watched the first second quarter, something like that. Then I went outside to do the Facebook Live. Came back in, and I saw it was tied up 30-30 with no time remaining on the replay today. So they literally won at the last possible second.
Yeah, they really did. And I was like, oh my god.
It was good.
31-30. Alright, so that was a good game. Let's see if there's any more games that's going to be like this in the matchups for this week. First game I got on here, Ravens versus the Vikings. I don't think that's going to be a close game at all. I'm thinking the Vikings are going to win.
Yeah. I mean, Ravens lost to the Bears. The Vikings should handle them easily.
I just don't like the Ravens. My reasoning is I just don't like the Ravens.
Wow, I lost to the Bears like hard. Well, actually, only 3 points off.
All right.
Yeah, still lost to the Bears.
Yeah, still lost to the Bears. If that's it, like.
But
okay, we got it. They lost to the Bears. Thank you. Thank you all for
going on.
your putting in
Ethan,
your 2 cents
what's
worth
your
of the fact that the Ravens lost to the Bears. We get it now. Alright, so I think we all think
You know
the
there's
Vikings-
mansions in Minecraft now?
Thank you.
I'm so
Thank you,
sorry.
Ethan.
Did you know that Bears are 2-4? Both ones coming off of AFC North teams. Get fucked, Logan.
Alright,
Your team sucks.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think we all think the Vikings are gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
move on to
A
move
game I
on.
actually do want to talk about. Buccaneers and Bills.
Adam. Okay.
Yes.
I like you. You're a great guy and everything. Please shut up. For a second. Thank
Why?
you.
You didn't shut up when I asked you to please shut the fuck up.
Whatever. Anyway, next game is Saints versus Packers. And I think
Oh, wow.
Packers are gonna win.
Really? Really?
Yeah, really. I think the Packers are gonna beat the Saints.
You're right.
Yes.
With what? Brett Hundley as their quarterback?
I forgot Aaron Rodgers is injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. He could actually throw a pretty good game, and they could beat. All right, listen. New Orleans has not been that great of a team this year. Okay, not in any stretch of the
Not wrong.
imagination.
You're
so
not wrong.
I still think
But it's
just
a backup
because
quarterback.
I don't care. I don't care if it's a backup or a third string. I still think they have the talent needed to win this game. I'm not saying he's gonna go out and throw like super deep down the field. I think it's gonna be a bunch of quick passes, and I think they're just gonna shred through New Orleans defense and just win the game. I'm not gonna say it's a high scoring game. I'm gonna say maybe the final score is something like 24-17, 24-14, 24-17, something like that.
That's a fair number.
Yeah, I think.
But I think
think-
it's going to be the Saints winning 28-14.
All right, that's fine.
And the only reason why I'm saying that, okay, I don't trust Hundley. Okay. I mean, if it was Rodgers, I'd say it'd be like 45 to fucking 44 or something like that. Or just something like that. Where it's a high scoring game, in final words.
Ethan, who
Right.
do you think is gonna win that game?
Which game?
Saints versus Packers.
Packers at Saints.
Saints at Packers, I think.
Whatever.
I don't.
Top team.
I guess the Saints. I don't know.
All right, fine. That's fair, I guess. I'm going with the Packers, but you guys can go whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you don't pick the Jets over the Dolphins.
I mean,
Oh yeah, the Jets, obviously.
Oh, come on, Ethan.
No,
I
I'm
mean-
messing around.
it depends on what color shows up.
Oh,
Because
man.
if it's the color that's actually pretty good,
Who would put?
Dolphins will win.
Who would actually
I-
pick the Jets over the Dolphins?
I pick the Dolphins over the Jets. I gotta say, I pick them. I really don't
Okay.
like the Jets. You know what?
You know what?
I know it sounds crappy as an NFL fan to say that you would root for any team over the Jets or the Giants. But then again, I'm from Boston, so it's completely biased. 100%
Yeah.
biased. I
Giants
have
get the
no love
Patriots
for any New
Super
York
Bowl.
teams. I have no love for any New York teams whatsoever.
I do think the
Nope.
Dolphins will win. I think Cutler's actually going to surprise people with how good he plays. Okay? Because people really underestimate how strong his arm really is. And it's funny because I was defending Cutler when he was with Bears, and the whole reason for it, because he had no offensive line, no offensive weapons, and he actually has weapons now, and he's been pretty good.
I can't believe this is even. Okay, they weren't even thinking about challenging that good. Sorry, once again, going to the ALCS. There was a play at third base where Todd
Play at
Gurley
home.
hit the ball to third base, and the third baseman threw it home. And they were wondering if he was safe or out, and he was out. He was clearly out. So there was Not much discussion about that.
Yeah. But back to football.
Back to football. Panthers versus the Bears. I'm going with Panthers.
Panthers.
Adam, as a
No.
good Chicago boy, wants to go for the Bears, but
I do. And you know what?
What?
I will.
you're gonna go with the Bears.
Really?
I don't trust Trubisky just yet. But I
But-
mean, everything I've been hearing about him, he's been doing pretty good. He's taking care of the huddle and all this and that. The defense is calling him Pretty Boy Assassin. I believe the offensive line is calling him True, and the wide receivers are calling him a different name. So, I'll go with Bears, just because I think he can lead them to an upset.
You're gonna go with the tentative Bears on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think literally Ethan could literally care less until it gets to the Patriots game. So
Patriots and Falcons.
so we'll just disregard anything he says about any other game.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. What?
All right, next one is Cardinals versus Rams. Ooh, it's a tough
Oh
one
boy.
because
Oh.
that's a great game, is it not?
I think it's potentially game of the year.
Oh man,
I'm surprised they're not saving it for the Super Bowl. I
they're in
mean,
the same conference. They can't.
my point still stands. Super Bowl, it doesn't matter. I really don't care about the Super Bowl this year.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Rams. I think they have the better quarterback at the moment. I think Carson Plummer's getting a little too old, and I think they need to.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
going to go
yeah.
with the veterans, though. I mean,
Hearing.
because I
That's
think
fair.
this is their last rodeo or something.
I mean, Adrian Peterson had a good game last week, so he could
Yeah.
show up and have another good game. No one expected that from AP.
Well, I mean, since he got off the Saints, he's been pretty good.
Yeah. So there's that.
Right.
Buccaneers versus the Bulls.
Bills.
Whatever.
So, I want to talk about this game.
Oh boy,
It's-
talk away.
It's going to be in Buffalo. So, what do you think the Bills Mafia, their fan base, will do? Because I don't care about the game. I want to find out what you guys think their fan base will do. Because they have a history of doing stupid shit.
Yep. So do the
And it's
Vancouver Canucks fans.
entertaining. Well, it's different. The
That's
Bills
a
are
timely reference right there.
here's the thing. Those things are actually entertaining.
Joe, why did you post that in the mess? No, never mind.
Never mind. Just don't worry about it. I thought you were laughing about my Vancouver Canucks reference there. The fans. Yeah, we lost the Stanley Cup. Let's riot in our city and flip cars and light things on fire.
To be fair, it's Vancouver. They don't have anything
Oh,
better
man.
to do.
That's
Oh,
true.
man.
Yeah. Have you been to Vancouver?
Have you been to Boston when they? Have you been to Boston when they lose a championship?
Yeah, I have. I swear to God, it's like a murder zone.
You want to know why it's not? Why it's like no one talks about it? People just get bitter and just walk away. They don't flip cars over or anything. They're just like, Boston, get out of here. This team, these guys suck. I'm leaving. Later, losers.
There's gonna be so many people when I go to Classic Champions in December at the TD Garden.
That's something you talk about on TCA, not on here.
It's a nice, easy
You
segue.
inbred.
Okay, just kidding. I was talking about on TCA. Never mind.
All right, yeah.
Okay,
do
but back
that.
to back to the
Back to what you were saying there, Adam, about
What
Bills
their fans do. Because,
flip cars.
I mean,
Oh
I
God,
challenge you to find a more entertaining fan base.
I challenge you to find a weirder fan base. I mean, seriously, these guys,
Weirder, entertaining.
they do it in a parking lot.
They also put people through tables in the parking lot. So
It's like a wrestling match.
literally, like,
God.
you're not kidding. I believe there was a report last year of like 2 fans putting this chick through a table just because she wanted to at one like a tailgate to their
Oh
home.
my god.
Their home. Like, it is so funny
Yeah,
like-
that never happens in Boston.
about the game. Like, I want to find out what their families do.
Yeah, like Joe said, when the team loses in Boston, like the Red Sox
It's
or
just
something,
one of those things that's
like
so
nobody,
entertaining.
like nobody gets like angry. They're just like extremely bitter and don't talk to anybody.
Yeah, like if you go to
Yeah.
if you go to a Stanley Cup, I guess that could work. And the Bruins lose, and they lose the Stanley Cup. You're not gonna have Bruins fans out there
Flipping cars and
Rioting.
starting riots.
rioting. They wait till they get on the tee.
Yeah,
They wait till they get on the tee, and then they just start screaming stuff like,
yeah. But
"Epic
again,
Bruins, get
Vancouver
close
has
out!"
nothing. Like, I think Vancouver has the Canucks, a soccer team, and that's about it.
Now I remember during the 2004 when the Red Sox won the World Series after the 86-year curse, how they broke the curse. I remember hearing about some like security guards outside of Fenway Park with rifles filled with rubber bullets just in case the crowds really started getting rowdy.
Rubber
Yeah.
bullets.
Well, that's understandable.
That's amazing.
Yeah, rubber
I mean,
bullets.
that is understandable. When you break a curse, you have to take extra precautions.
I'm sure
I
Chicago did.
personally. Oh yeah. They also had like 5 million people out for their parade.
Yep. So
But I also
I
think
think
that Theo Epstein
it's-
is legally changing his name to Baseball Jesus at this point.
Who?
Like Theo Epstein.
Oh yeah, yeah. He broke
I
two
mean-
curses. I think he's going. I don't think it's too early to say that I think he may be going into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Hold
If
on.
he doesn't,
If
What,
he
that's
doesn't,
it.
it's gonna be really weird.
that's a fucking crime.
what did you
Yeah.
call me?
Okay.
Derek Baseball Jesus? I mean Adam Baseball Jesus?
Derek
No,
Yeah.
Theo
No.
Epstein.
Theo Epstein
Oh.
is probably legally changing his name to Baseball Jesus. Just
I-
because he broke the 2 curses that nobody
The
thought to be
two
broken.
biggest curses in baseball,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
except for the teams who haven't won one, because that's completely different. That's
I'm not gonna-
because your owners suck.
That's not a curse. It's just your
But
team.
I
being
also, yeah, it's also funny because there's a running joke that he'll leave baseball to take over the Cleveland Browns and lead them to a Super Bowl. So if he actually does that, like, I'm just going to form a church based around him
Oh man.
because obviously good things happen.
All right. So we got a little sidetrack there. Who do you think is gonna win that game, Buccaneers or Bills?
bad. I forgot this
I
was about
Don't
football.
know. I honestly don't know.
Oh,
I think
oh,
Buccaneers-
oh, 2-0.
Yes. 2-0
Jose
Astros.
Altuve just hit a solo home run.
Yes. Come on.
Ah,
Astros.
yes.
Please.
So now it's up 2-0.
Don't.
Oh
give
man,
up.
that guy that they just showed on camera looked like my grandpa. I'm not kidding. He really did look like my grandpa.
Plot twist.
I don't think I've ever seen him in a suit though, so I can honestly say that's probably not him.
Okay.
If he is at that
Let's
game,
get
I'm
back to
extremely
football.
jealous. So get back to football.
Let's-
I think the Buccaneers are gonna win.
I got the
I think
Bills.
they're gonna beat the Bills.
Okay, so 2 Buccaneers, 1 Bills.
Yeah, it works for me. All right, next one: Jaguars versus the Colts. Ooh boy, ooh wee. I'm gonna pick the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's the safe bet.
'Cause
I don't trust
Wait, you say
Colts at this point.
Jaguars, Joe?
I did say the Jaguars. They've been off and on this season. They've actually been good and then they've been bad. They've been good and they've been bad. Last game they were bad, so this game they have to be good.
Who says it
Yeah.
like that? I said Jaguars. Who
The
says
Jaguars.
Jaguars? No. Like nobody says it like
Jaguars.
that.
Well,
No, it's
It
Jaguars.
says what? Jaguars?
Yeah, that's how you say it. Not Jaguars.
the Jaguars.
No. That's,
It's the Jaguars.
no, it's
Yeah,
it's the
we're saying it
Jaguars.
correct.
You say it like Forget it.
It doesn't matter. You can say them both.
I'll take the Jaguars.
You can say them both ways. I swear, this is like the both BOTH and both BO, where it sounds like you have an L in between. It's like that conversation where it's like, you can say it either way. People know what you mean. Jaguars. Doesn't matter.
Jaguars.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Skyrim.
Well, you can't say
That's not the
Skyrim
same
to
thing,
Jeremy
Joe.
because he has horrible flashbacks.
I got
It is the
Jag-
same thing. It's all the same thing, Ethan.
I got-
Okay, here's
I got
the same thing.
Jaguar-
Potatoes, potato.
Oh my god. Okay, Jaguars.
Who do you have?
Same thing.
Jaguars. Okay.
Jaguars.
All right. Everyone's
Shut
got the Jaguars.
up, Evan.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm-
Everyone's got the Jaguars.
Joe, you made yourself
Ethan's
laugh
upset
way
because
too.
we're pronouncing stuff. We're pronouncing words how they're supposed to be pronounced.
Yeah.
I really
Alright,
regret
next
being on this
one.
podcast now.
All right. So the next
I thought you were
game.
good after my first comment.
Next game is Titans versus the Shit Stains. I mean Browns. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing.
I mean, I can hope the Browns pull out an upset,
Oh man.
but
no,
at the same time, I could also hope that we all get supermodel girlfriends.
yeah.
Yeah,
It-
I'm going with Titans.
Either will happen. So, Titans.
I got Titans too. With the way
Hey,
the
whatever
Browns
happened-
have been, I do not watch football, but I know how the Browns are doing.
You know the memes by now.
Yeah, I definitely know the meme
I
by now.
have a question. Whatever happened to Johnny Manziel?
I don't know.
Well, he hit the bottle too hard.
Well, drugs are a
Well-
terrible thing.
I don't think he'll accept anything less than the NFL.
Yeah.
So he
Well-
won't go to the CFL or anything else to work on his game.
Yeah, well, that's
And-
his own fault. It's his own darn fault.
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm a Heisman Trophy winner. Treat me like one. Manziel, even though he sucks.
He
He's
wants
something.
to party and drink and barely.
All right.
He had
So,
one good year, maybe.
all right. So moving on from disappointment to even more disappointment. Cowboys versus 49ers.
Oh no.
Jesus. Did they have to
Cowboys.
make such a tough decision for this game?
Poor
Cowboys,
Texas.
like-
Why'd you say poor Texas?
In terms of football, I don't think they're doing so well this year.
No, Cowboys are doing pretty well.
They are.
Yeah.
Texans lost J.J. Watt, so they have nobody left.
So yeah, there's
Right.
that. Yeah, like I said, I'm going with Cowboys.
Yeah,
Even though they don't have Ezekiel Elliott, I'm going with Cowboys.
yeah.
Probably
That's
Cowboys.
some serious bullshit, though.
I mean, it's his own
It's
darn
just one of
fault.
those things that
It's his own
it's one of
fault.
those things that, yeah, it's his own fault. But I remember hearing that the suspension was being reduced to like 2 or 3 games or something like that, 2 to 4,
Something like that.
and then
It was
And
6
after
games,
that-
then they got to 4 games, and then he's still fighting it.
Yeah.
All right. So
but I know he could
What-
play at least a few games.
what did he do?
So-
He broke the players policy, right, or something like that.
I think it was a case of he was accused of something he didn't do. I'm not
Okay.
100% certain.
Like Brady with Deflategate.
Oh, give me a break
Yeah.
with that. I'm so sick of hearing about the flake.
Oh
game.
my god.
Please
I'm
don't.
still
There was just
I
now
s-
going on witch hunts.
I'm still over the moon about that. How the fact that it was, I think it was Ray Rice who got caught beating his girlfriend
he
in
knocked
an elevator,
his girlfriend
knocking her out, gets a 4-game suspension. Tom Brady
It was a 2 game.
it was 4 games. I thought it was a 4 game.
No, it was a
Alleged-
2 game.
That's even worse.
So
Tom Brady, who
allegedly-
may have possibly, who may allegedly have possibly been told to tell
Didn't
one guy
deflate the
to
ball.
deflate the ball a tiny bit, gets a
Got,
4-game suspension.
Here's
It's
the thing.
so funny too,
Oh
because
my
like I said,
God.
that was just Goodell going out on a witch hunt.
Let's
Yeah.
just let's
But-
make it.
With
And
Ray Rice's situation, it's even funnier because his girlfriend said that God willed it or something like that.
Oh my God.
So
That's
yeah,
Here's the
And
other
then-
thing.
And then there was Steelers versus, I want to say it was Colts at Steelers, and then it's like, oh, it's deflated balls, and then they come out and say, oh, the cold weather does that. What? It's New England. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, New England, known for warm temperatures.
It's.
didn't you hear it's supposed to be like the 70s during the winters?
Oh my God.
I thought everyone knew that. Oh, you
Shut
live
up.
here, and I thought you knew that.
Shut.
No, it's snowy. I hate it. I hate the snow.
No
That's why I want
shit,
to move
Sherlock.
out
I'm
of
being
here.
sarcastic.
I want to move out of here. I don't like snow.
Here's the
That's why I
thing.
want to move to Arizona or somewhere warm.
Here's the other thing about a Deflategate.
And-
Let's make it all simple. Unless just all blame it on the Goodell because he's an idiot.
He's
Yeah.
a clown.
Let's
Yeah.
all just do
He
that.
tells like
We
a
can
clown.
run about next week.
Let's call it a day.
Well, no, we can't. Because I don't want to take up an entire episode of me just cussing Goodell out.
All right, so
It'll be entertaining, but
we're gonna move on. I think we all say the Cowboys are gonna beat the not the
Yes.
Giants, the 49ers. I'm
Yeah.
so used to saying San Francisco with Giants and not San Francisco with 49ers because the 49ers suck.
they really
So yeah,
do.
Cowboys. Bengals versus Steelers. This is a the division matchup, right?
Steelers.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
hmm.
Bengals.
I'm gonna go with Cincinnati too. That's mainly because I have AJ Green on my team and I need him to do well.
I think the Bengals can pull out the upset.
They can. They don't. Pittsburgh doesn't have. It has a good defense. I'm not saying they have like a horrible defense. They have a really good defense,
Yeah.
but you keep that defense on the field for enough time. Let's
They're going to tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at
on the flip side, the Bengals need something to cheer about because they're not going to playoffs anytime soon.
No, they're not. They really aren't. I'm pretty sure Ethan would like us to hurry this up and finish this. So,
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I don't care.
Oh, you don't?
It goes on if you
Okay,
need.
works for us.
Alright, moving on. Seahawks versus Giants. I'm going with
I-
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I could once again the bias. I'm going with
Wait,
the bias on this
isn't-
one and I'm going with Seahawks.
Isn't Beckham injured?
Yes, Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay,
is
then,
injured
yeah.
and he's out for the rest of the year.
Me and
Yeah,
Joe both
Seahawks.
have the New England bias.
The Boston bias.
Yeah.
We all have the Boston
Yeah.
bias except for Adam, who lives in Chicago. He's got the Chicago bias.
And
Yeah.
Tony, he has the Atlanta bias.
He lives in Minnesota though, so go figure.
But
Well, to be fair,
that
he
is
could have been born in Atlanta, then moved to Minnesota.
That's true. He could
Yeah.
have, but I don't know. That's something we had to ask him next time he's
Yeah.
on the podcast. So
Yeah.
Broncos versus Chargers. I'm gonna go with Broncos because Chargers really don't have anything going for them.
Jesus.
Melvin Gordon hasn't been good. Philip Rivers has been awful.
I'm going to say this, and I mean in the nicest way possible.
oh god.
The Broncos should start Brock Osweiler to give the Chargers a fighting chance.
Ooh.
Like, they should do that. They should be nice. They should be merciful. Okay,
They could be, but they're not going to be. They're going to look for the win.
I know. Well, to be fair, with Brock Osweiler out there, they're still getting the win. It's the Chargers.
Yeah, they have not been good.
Exactly.
I'm going to skip over the last game on Sunday to go to the Monday night game. Monday night
Okay.
games are Redskins versus Eagles. That's
Eagles.
another divisional matchup. I'm going with Eagles on this one. They've actually been really good this year,
I got
which
the
is
Eagles,
surprising
too.
because the last couple of years they have been not
Horrible?
great. Not great.
Yeah. I guess Eagles, but I really don't care about that matchup.
Yeah, it's not that great of a
Uh,
matchup, but
Yeah,
these teams are.
I mean,
Both teams aren't that great, but because there's definitely room for improvement for both teams.
oh
They
yeah,
just
don't improve all that good.
I'm just going with momentum, and I'm going to say that the Eagles are going to win.
Yeah,
And
momentum
okay, go ahead.
is the perfect thing. Momentum is the perfect thing to use because, I mean, the Redskins. I like Cousins as a quarterback, but who is he throwing to? I mean,
Pierre Garçon.
so there's at least one receiver. You double
Yeah.
team him, they've got no one else.
Josh Norman, unless he's injured, then they have no one. No one else.
I
don't
don't
know
know who Josh
don't know.
Norman is.
He's actually he's a decent wide receiver. I just don't know if he's injured or not. He's injury prone. That's the problem with him.
Yeah,
Really good
Okay.
receiver, just injury prone. So
I mean,
Jordan
Like
Reed
I
is another
said.
good receiver, but he's injury prone too.
so they've got. Well, hell, they got rid of one injury-prone quarterback and got two injury-prone receivers in return, essentially.
Essentially, yes.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Cousins doesn't have anyone to throw to, and if he has no one to throw to, you can't expect him to win 7, 8, 9 games.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assumption. All right, last game that's on Sunday. It's not the last game in the last game that's on Sunday is Patriots versus the Falcons at 8:30. It's a rematch from the Super Bowl.
Here's
Tony
the thing. I
is-
have a strong feeling that the Atlanta Falcons might get their win back from the Super Bowl.
They might, because this defense sucks. This Patriots defense is really, really bad.
This is obviously the biggest game of the entire
Oh, baby.
week.
Yes.
And I think that Tony, if the Falcons win, we're never gonna hear the end of it.
Adam, you talk about the score, Adam.
Oh, it's just Astros 4, Yankees nothing.
Yes, yes, suck it, suck us.
Hey, don't say anything yet. Don't say anything yet. The Yankees can come back and win this.
That's true.
Yeah.
I keep remembering the Super Bowl from this year, and I'm like, oh, I can't celebrate.
That was a
too
good
early.
hit, though. Right down the
Oh,
line.
yeah.
Perfect
But,
place
I
for
think
that hit.
Yeah, I
the
feel
Falcons will win.
like naturally, it reminds me of like a wrestling storyline. As much as I hate to bring wrestling into the sports podcast, that's kind of how it is. I feel like they're gonna
I
trade
don't
wins
think it's.
here.
I don't think it's like that at all. I think it's just the fact. I just think it's the fact that the Patriots defense this year just is terrible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely terrible. And the fact
I think the Falcons will win 28-27.
it's going to be a close game. I'm not saying it's going to be
Yeah.
a horrible.
Oh yeah,
it's going to because Falcons offense has not been great this year at all either.
it's not gonna be a sweep.
Not wrong.
It's
But
in no
he-
way gonna be
If it's
like
28-27, I hope you understand the reference behind it.
imagine
I really don't. So-
imagine if the score is 34-28. Imagine that.
If it's that, I'm laughing.
How amazing would
I'm
that
sure
be?
Tony would be laughing too.
Oh my God, Tony! We never hear the.
I really wish Tony was on for this one.
I
but
really wish he
isn't.
Yeah.
was. He'd probably make the episode like 2 hours
All right,
longer.
so let's just put this out there right now, okay? If by some miracle Tony is on next week, okay? If by some miracle he's on next week, and the Patriots do win, we say nothing, okay?
though.
We don't rub it in his
Okay.
face. We say nothing. We just do like a pass to the Patriots won. That's it. But if the
Okay.
Falcons win, he can rub it in our faces all he wants because we literally
That's fair.
we really dookied on him in the chat for the last
We roasted him before we roasted Ethan.
8 months.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of the fact that they lost to. I kind of feel bad for Tony because he had to deal with that like for like 8
Yeah.
months straight, and he still has
If-
to.
Well,
if
to be
they-
fair,
if-
then we started roasting you, and we
Yeah.
kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
Wait,
If
first
they
meet
do
up,
win,
I'm gonna-
he has all the time.
You know
Say
what?
whatever he wants.
When we
What?
all meet up for the first time, I'm gonna wear a 3-28 shirt. It's gonna be the first thing he's gonna see me in. I swear to God.
Don't.
Hey, Joey,
Don't.
what's up?
Don't.
I'll have Brent with me.
Don't.
He'll protect me.
Don't.
Why not?
Ethan,
You're a
stop.
jackass, Ethan. You know
Yeah.
that?
You're the worst kind of person. You know that?
Like, you're getting it from me. Okay.
I swear to God.
Oh,
You should feel ashamed.
Tony
I
would
should
kill
be
me.
the worst person.
I think we'd all kill you. I don't think it's just Tony. I think everybody else would kill you except for Brent.
I think
Brent
Brent
wouldn't
would probably like.
I think Brent would. I don't think Brent would be like protecting you either. I think he'd just be like, you know what? You know what?
think you'd
You do
shove
this
Ethan
yourself
into
later.
Like, we'll have a spatula to pick you up.
Yeah, but I
All right, there's one game. There's one last game I want to get to.
there's another game. Okay.
I think we're all saying that I want to. All right, I think I'm gonna say the Falcons win.
Yeah, the
I
Falcons
really-
win.
I really, 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 really want the Patriots to win, but
Here's the thing with the
their
Patriots,
defense
alright?
is just
They had their
The
huge win.
defense- Who?
They had their huge win this year over the Falcons already.
it's just poopy.
So if they lose,
I think
it's like, oh well, whatever. But they won the Super
It's-
Bowl though.
Their defense is just poopy, guys. Their defense is just diarrhea, and it's just not great. I don't think they're gonna win. I'm gonna say the Falcons. And there's one game I want to get to before we end this podcast,
Which
and it's the
game?
Thursday night game because every time we record this podcast, it's already passed.
Oh, yeah.
So next week's Thursday night game is. We're ready for this matchup. Dolphins versus the Ravens.
Oh God, help me.
God.
Dolphins versus Ravens. Oh.
I'm going with
And-
Dolphins because I can't stand the Ravens.
And
I can't
people are
stand
wondering why the NFL ratings are down?
I got the Dolphins too. I swear.
Yeah, Dolphins.
All right,
Dolphins
so we're all going with Dolphins.
versus
We're all going with
Ravens.
Dolphins on the Thursday night game. And on that note, I would like to thank you all for listening and putting up with us for
An hour
the
and a
8
half.
months that we've been doing this. If you've actually been subscribed to the channel for 8 months, I would like to personally meet you and shake your hand because it's actually been really fun.
It has been.
Yep.
If I meet you, I'll pay for your therapy when I have the money. 'Cause,
But
I mean,
A lot
quick,
of it.
all right, since it's over anyway, just once again, quick shout out, just quick thank you to Teespring and Lewis Gunn for the work they're doing, and
good luck to Brent.
and good luck to Brent. And that's it for tonight. So we'll see you all next week on the press box. And until then,
Next
enjoy
week,
your
you
night.
ducking butchers.
Enjoy your night, and we'll see you all next week, or you'll hear us next week. Goodbye, everybody.